become a rapper, that's disrespectful.
No, I'll correct you. I go to war with forensics, the follicle test. It's hard to match a print when you with the best.
Yo, he ain't gonna take over.
Facts.
It's this show now.
Finesse two-time. He's a 32-year-old rapper out of Memphis, and I'm gonna tell you something. He's been crashing. How old were you when you were
13.
13? Man, that is a young age. What was the first movie?
Lord of the Flies.
And what was your part?
My part was Jack.
You were how old?
My part was Lord of the Flies.
That 22-year-old son I've never met. Because
Hey, this is Jazzy Jeff here with Pop Austin Media, the biggest, baddest in podcasting. And I tell you what, have we got a show for you today? We're gonna take it down and we're gonna talk about Finesse two-time and looking. We're gonna talk about Bourbon Street wreck over there, where the guy took and rammed his car into there. And have we got a special guest here for you? He's a up-and-coming rapper, and his name is Chris. All right.
Don't do him like that. Man been in movies, man, got success.
I'm not a rapper.
I know.
Up-and-coming rapper, that's disrespectful.
No, I'll correct you. Thank you, but I'm about to check his ass.
Hang on. Disrespectful.
You cut me off mid sentence. I was fixing to say this.
Talking to the mic. Don't look at me.
Look, the mic's that way.
Okay.
Check.
Look.
Speaking to the mic.
I was fixing to tell them. I was fixing to say here. This is one guy has been in many movies.
But why did you start with that? You start with the local rapper. That's what he was getting at.
Because that's what we're bringing him up on. That's what he wants.
You got to end with the local rapper, but not really local. Just call him a rapper.
Yeah, it's not even. I'm universal, man. You can't.
He's a white rapper.
To a neighborhood.
He's a plain white rapper.
Listen, man, this is very important. Actually, I'm not. I'm really not. I can make some rhymes and all that shit. Yeah, but like beats and times. I go to war with forensics, the follicle test. It's hard to match a print when you with the best. Hold your breath, Russian roulette with the Michelin man. 30 pounds of pressure with a gauge in his hand.
You hear that?
Tired of the same old mix.
Right.
The 4/4 rhythm with the guitar licks. No trick, trip flipping bricks because I'm rising above. Here comes the ether bunny and he's spreading some love. I can't relax when I feel the heat of the shadows and the hologram sniffing my feet.
Yeah.
Stuck undercover and I find my keys.
Okay.
Unlock the door to the scene to feel my dreams.
Okay.
Things get real
Cut
when you found yourself. If you tap into the energy, you found the well. We all in this together, come up out the shell. I bet the verbal paragoric gonna make you melt. They ain't playing when they say love hurts. Make you slap across the face with them wet t-shirts. Wet shirts down low, disperse the megahertz.
Yeah.
Some like the Altoids, but I like the shirts. I always land on my feet, just like a cat. Before you start swinging and choke up on the bat, you tell me fairy tales and digital scales when you're eyeing it out and showing yourself. Dressed to camouflage, and trying to dodge the mirage. Break the code in the garage. Leave the mark in the dark. The arc.
Jeff, you messed it up,
Shepherd, he ain't gonna bark. I can't relax when I feel the heat of the shadows and the holograms sniffing my feet. So what the gun to cover and I find my keys. You lock the door to sanity.
But I did say he was pretty good.
Things get real when you found yourself. If you tap into the energy, you found the wealth. We all in this together, come about yourself. Got the verbal pepper, gonna make you melt.
There you go. See,
That right there deserves it. And that, my guys, was the up-and-coming rapper, but it sounds like he's already got it.
Like 30 bars.
Man.
He had 30 bars off the rip. See, everybody be like, oh, no, I ain't gonna rap.
I tell you what.
My man rap.
Eminem better watch out. Eminem better watch out.
Yeah, M better watch out.
Yeah,
MGK better watch out.
Man, I just had to say that. I mean, he got way too nasal. Later, it's just like, it was really starting to be like, what the? Take something off. I mean, I just
already
try to sound like that. I mean, you really you have to. I mean, I don't
and that's Chris Farrell. That's Chris Farrell. He came
Dr.
to
Hologram, the Ether Bunny.
Your name Hologram, you said?
Dr. Hologram.
Dr. Hologram, okay.
We're going to get to that. Let's do these topics first, and then we'll get to his story.
Like a Wade Graham.
All right. Hey, guys. I'm ready to touch down. I want to touch down on. I'm going to touch down on Finesse.
Let's do it. Hey, bring your mic a little down. It's covering your face.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
All right, let's go.
All right. Finesse two-time. He's a 32-year-old rapper out of Memphis, and I'm going to tell you something. He's been crashing for a long time now. This man, hey, he takes 2010. 8 years he got for what? Aggravated robbery. And after that, he just kept on going and going. Every couple of years, he ends up. He did a federal piece. He's done for gun violation, a felon in lieu of a firearm. Mm-hmm. He's done.
Let me ask you: does that improve his street cred or not?
Do what?
Improve his street cred.
Does that improve the street cred?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. A lot of rappers are doing it these days. I'll tell you that. But no, it does not.
What are they rapping about?
What's he rapping about?
What are they rapping about? What are rappers?
It's gangster. It's gangster.
What are they rapping about?
It's gangster.
And he raps a lot about like pimp stuff too.
Yeah, he does.
So,
what I heard.
That being said, 2010 is what 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So 15 years ago, apparently, well, no, not apparently. Actually, factually, he was bad boy. I mean, like he's already in 2010. He got 8 years, man.
Well, he was a hood rat. He was a hood rat.
But that's what I'm saying. And he's just real. He was real.
We become a product of our society.
Well, no,
okay?
he always but that's what he's rapping about anyway. So in other words, you know what I don't like is hearing somebody rap about the streets or the game or whatever you want to call it, the lifestyle.
And they never lived it.
Exactly.
And they never lived it.
Stand for. I don't care what you are or who you are. Just be that.
That's fake. That's a fake. You don't know what you're rapping about.
I can't stand the switching up and just the false bravado, the false machismo, whatever that. I mean, look, I rock pink, man.
Yeah.
I cry sometimes. You know what I mean? Like in movies or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just like things make me emotional. But man, I'm just Sagittarius and I'm a stoner and a skateboarder and a barbecuer.
You're so right. You're so right. But I'm gonna tell you what.
And a creator and not.
It does not define you. But a person has to live it. A person has to own it before they can say they rap about it. Because if you don't feel it. If you don't own it,
one mic.
Can't.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you can rebuttal after
I apologize.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Yeah. This show, he taking over, man.
All right,
Yo, he ain't gonna take over.
Facts.
It's his show now. He took the show from you.
Well, no, I just want you to be able to get your
Sit
point
over
out too.
there. Hey.
So let him get his point out for a few minutes, and then we'll switch to you.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey, it's a share off.
No, you're good. You're
It's
good.
hard.
Go ahead, and then we'll let him go crazy.
This is his moment.
Who going first?
Exactly.
Rock, paper, scissors.
It's his show.
You can't use that hand though. My bad, bro. That's a good joke. Hey, rock, paper, scissors. Who going first?
I'm gonna put the shocker on.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey.
First,
But
and
on
then
a
you
real
go
note, a lot of rappers these days
Uh-huh.
are crashing out like a mad dog. Okay, and I don't know if the suns are aligned or whatever is. It must be in the water, because I tell you what. Whatever's going on, people are trying to prove that they're this and that. They're better than the other, okay? They're getting greedy, okay? Like, take Lil Durk and all that. Lil Durk wanted power in another. He wanted complete power. Mm-hmm. And he went after who? Wando Rondo, okay? King Von,
Well, he didn't go after King Von. King Von and Wando Rondo had their issue. He kind of got mixed up into it. Because at one point, they were contemporaries. They were cool. They
were best friends.
And then they ended up, Quando Rondo, and then all that stuff started happening, especially with King Von. They were friends too. But going back to Finesse, though, like the big thing is, so Finesse, King, his mom, stabbed the grandma. Mm-hmm. Then Finesse ends up taking custody of him, lets him wild out. Then I want to say some months before, then you got him sitting down, King, saying, yo, when you need to start going to school, this. But the thing is, he done showed this kid this, fast lifestyle and brought this kid up into doing that. So that's the big thing that's wrong with the Finesse 2 times issue that I see. Where he's doing that, and then finally now he wants to do, but really a lot of people are saying he's using the kid because of his case, because he's still got to make sure he sees his people and all that to make sure he ain't wilding out.
Yeah.
So now they're really on his ASS because King, television, tell a kid, they're going to say some stuff.
And I'm going to tell you something now. Like I said, our upbringing and everything, but he is trying to reinvent his life, okay? He is trying to turn it around.
Finesse?
Yeah, he got
polygamy. He doing.
That's what he's putting it out though.
He's trying to.
He's trying to. Okay, you got to give him half credit.
You didn't see him arguing over burrito and him and his girls. Like, why did you
that
cook
video,
her a burrito? You cook me a burrito. Like, it's just He
Little
just ain't got it
shit.
yet.
Little shit. Little
He's
shit.
fighting Jay Prince Jr. over a dice game. I saw them about to squabble over. He just
a show, reality show?
Yeah.
well.
Hey Jeff, bring the
yeah,
mic down a little bit. Look at the TV and look at yourself.
Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. Thank you.
I'm not up to date with the man. I
you got to get up to date though when
Yeah.
you do it.
Jazzy Jeff will teach you, but keep
Yeah.
going, Jeff.
But
So
I'm gonna tell you.
This is the first I heard.
All right.
I recognized his face though when I saw the picture.
Oh, yeah.
From the Hustle
But it-
Flow. And just from
This is
the,
Jazzy Jeff here.
no, that's what he did.
take back control of your show, Jeff. Take control of your show.
Chris,
Hold on.
Put him
Hang
in
on.
check. Take
Check.
control of your
Chris.
show, Jeff.
we got it. Hey.
His name is.
Yeah,
Hang
Ricky
on.
Hampton, he got it.
This is Jazzy Jeff's show right now.
Okay, so nobody's
Okay.
saying it isn't.
I know. But
So
hang
what-
on. You got. Whether I'm trying to put something out there on topic. All right. I need to touch base on everything first on the news. Okay.
Okay, so
I gotta say, tell them what's going on in the hip hop
How did I
world.
stop you from doing that?
I'm going to do. Why?
I'm just asking you. How did I deter you from that path?
Because all they're
How did you-
hearing all the crosstalk.
Oh, I think I heard like
Yeah.
4 conversations. I did,
Yeah.
and that was just the start. I mean, like.
Well, neither here nor there.
This is some
I
intelligent
need to
man.
get this
I'm just
news
saying,
out. Okay.
Intelligent man with the use of all the faculties that
I know.
I can see,
All right.
and like way advanced. I mean, for real. I mean, obviously. So that being said, I mean, we're all on another level, man. I mean, real recognize real. You know, I wasn't trying to steal your thunder, man. Not at all.
Yeah.
I was just when I'm passionate about something, I speak on. But
You're right.
It wasn't, and it wasn't an argumentative. It wasn't nothing negative. It's healthy. I want to call it crosstalk or whatever. I just call it mesh talk.
Okay.
We mesh.
You married.
We vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
We conglomerate.
Okay. Let me get this news out now.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
So saying all that, what we said about
Yeah.
finesse, what like what?
I
Yeah.
did some
On
really good
finesse?
mushrooms the other day.
You know, as far as finesse is,
Innocent.
you know, every 2 years it seems like he's kicking out another album. I think he started in 16, kicking out albums. Okay. He's got what, 4 out? Does that sound right?
Got mixed up.
He's got 4 albums, I think.
Got one goal, I know.
But anyway, he's doing all this.
I mean, that's,
He's got a plus side, but yet he's got that negative
but see,
because
the
he's
negative
trying
side
to
started in 2010.
he's
It's
trying to
all
be
my
a
point.
gangster.
It's all
Yeah,
my
he has
point.
4. He
No,
has 4.
He has
my
4.
point.
Okay,
He's
I
not
had
trying to be like there's rappers that like they get into the business and they get money and then they get a big head or whatever and then they start like balling and and hogging and calling shots or whatever. Look, but they never did that before. But like obviously in 2010 he was already
a made man in the gangster world because he was already.
he was packing a pistol. And
Yeah,
he was
hell
pulling
yeah.
out something. I mean, it was something that the effect where it was a 3G offense.
But you got to look at how his grandmother raised him.
2010. I know.
Okay,
Whatever that came.
you got to look at how he was raised. Okay,
I am looking at how he
we
was raised.
are a product
That's
of
why
our society.
So it's not about blame. I'm not even trying talking about that. I'm just saying the fact that
But-
what he's talking, he didn't go bad. He's been bad.
All right.
Man.
All right,
He didn't
Chris,
just like
Chris.
turn bad all of a sudden.
All right, Chris.
14 years later, the dude's been
Hey.
catching cases for a long time.
Chris, you gotta listen to me.
I went to Bartlett State Jail in '95.
Chris.
First 200 inmates.
Chris.
And it was 2 white dudes in 10. Whoa!
Hey.
Order in the court.
Yeah, Chris.
Hey, if you see a hoe, slap a hoe.
Hang on. Yeah, I'm from the Slap Hoe tribe. Okay. No, Chris, you're gonna have your moment. You're gonna have your moment when you got it.
I've
Okay.
had moments, bro.
But I got to.
Every
What did
moment's
I
a
tell
moment.
you? I got to do news first.
Dude, next first. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Podcast here.
This is
All right,
going off the
another
rails
thing.
really
Hey,
fast.
I'm gonna touch base on something else too.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
There's a lot of violence right now in this world. Okay, a lot of violence. We had a radical.
Killing for Jesus.
All right, with a flag. On the back of his thing, Al Qaeda, okay, ISIS.
What thing?
Hold on. Before we move to that, let's complete this Lil
Okay,
King.
okay.
So who's wrong, finesse or Lil King?
Who do you blame in this situation?
I'm gonna tell you what, I blame both of their both asses. You got to.
You can blame a kid
I'm gonna blame
That's not
King.
even a
I'm gonna
teenager?
blame King.
over the grown man. Do you think it's wrong because he snitched?
I think he's wrong because he snitched. He told on people. He told on.
So he's 11-year-old rat.
12-year-old rat, but same
No,
thing.
if you're gonna live the lifestyle,
Which one sniff?
okay, if you sign on to live the lifestyle, don't be a snitch.
Up to date on that.
Would you tell a kid all your business?
Would I tell the kid? Oh, hell no.
So
You're going to keep something in reserve.
So clearly he didn't.
True. He vomited in his mouth. You know, he did. He puked it all out. Real talk. All right. That's why you can't just go telling people everything.
Some people can keep it
because
secret if
some
one of them
people
is
take
dead.
kindness for weakness, and they're going. That's how they get their hand in, and they get a hold on you. And when they get a hold on you, they own you. And that's what I think is King's take on that. He's trying to own something you can't own. Because you can't own another human being unless you want to be, that was gone a long time.
Because like you said, he did apologize now.
Now he did.
Yeah, so
all right.
But I'm not saying that's right. That may be, you might be onto something in the sense of now he feels guilty about that.
Well, I fucked up back in my first marriage, and I apologized.
Did you snitch on her?
No, did I snitch on her? I ain't never snitched.
What'd you do to mess it up?
Huh?
What'd you do? You cheat?
Let's not get
Hell
into
yeah, I
that.
cheated on her.
Huh?
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, I cheated. But I'll tell you what.
He cheated and he held her hostage.
I'm going to tell you something. We're talking these days after 38 years. I didn't talk to her for 35. We've been talking for 3 years now, off and on.
Got you.
But I'm going to tell you. Yeah, it makes it. I think he's feeling ownership of this. He signed him on. I forgot what year exactly he signed him on, but he signed him on. I think it was like 16, 17.
Who? King? No, that wasn't. What was that in 2020?
Was it 20? Okay.
Maybe-ish, right? Wasn't too long ago. It's probably a few years.
But yeah, they had their falling out. And
King would have been like what, 3 years old or something. You tripping, Jazzy Jeff?
I think
you're right.
At the time,
because I forgot.
King was 9.
I'm an old man.
I think King was 9 whenever he was, because I remember they were saying 9 years, because they were calling him his son for a while, and then the rumors got debunked.
Well, he was already a made rapper at probably 6, 8 years old. Somewhere. Come on,
King,
man. Finesse.
No, Finesse? Maybe around he started, like I said, because he went to jail. So when he came out of jail, that's whenever. But he was in and out of jail. Then he had that song that was carrying him, and he had
that one.
You gotta get even back in, like all those other ones that was getting him through it.
Back End's his debut.
Well, he had the first 48, and then back.
And he wrote all those sitting in the jail cell, probably.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what.
Well, that's what Hitler did. He wrote a diary, Real talk.
Yeah, compared to Finesse.
But I'm saying, people, you keep a diary, you keep this, you make songs, you got to pass your time somehow, okay? I passed mine doing art, okay? I passed mine doing the saddle shop over in the piddling shop. But yeah, you had to make a living in there, okay? Now, he was trying to make a bigger living when he got out, okay? So he already had a plan. He already had a real good plan. He's going to be a rapper. And I'll tell you what, he's pretty damn good.
I like Finesse music.
It's easy on the ear. Yeah, and it tells a story, and it's got a good story. It tells about everything you've been through, and that's what most rap is. It tells what you've been through, what you've been going through,
what you've seen. Of course.
Yeah, look at 50 Cent, okay? That song, whenever he got shot, he came out a bad son of a bitch.
But it adds more to your mystique.
Yeah.
Adds more to the story.
It adds a lot to the story. Yes, it does. And that's what music is supposed to be. It tells a story, and it puts and now the rest of the story. It puts an emphasis on it.
No, yeah, I know.
It puts a footnote.
It paints a picture for you to even visualize.
And you can, if you close your eyes, you can see it. You can put yourself in that situation.
There's musicians and there's entertainers.
You're exactly right. And an entertainer can grab the audience, okay? And that's what they do. I I can bust their balls all day long on them messing up, crashing out, and all that. But I tell you what, is that going to do any good? No.
Yeah, well, wake some sense into them. If they get mad, that it's because there's some truth into it that, a lot of truth that hits them. That's why they get mad. Like, man, why you saying this? I mean, of course, if you lying on them, but I mean, shoot, it's nothing but truth.
Yeah, if they get enough bad comments or bad publicity, sooner or later you're gonna be a TTE naughty. You're gonna be what's this? Diddy. Look at Diddy. He can't get a man. He can't get a plug nickel or a window to throw it out of. Okay, he really can't. He's done screwed up. The whole industry shut the door on him. All right, and if people keep on crashing, that's what's going to happen. These young rappers, if you go out there with that gangster instinct, all right, it's okay to be a gangster, but you don't have to go out there and kill somebody just to prove it. Okay, just because you want to be bigger and badder. It don't matter how big you are. There's always somebody better.
A lot of times that's the feds.
Yeah, and you're exactly right, and that's what happens. Look at Finesse. He gets out and after doing the 8, okay? He backdoors it with a gun charge, all right? Felon in lieu of a firearm. And now it's fed. You see? It goes from state, county, state, fed. All right? And then death.
You know who was signed to for a little while? You know Rap-A-Lot Records in Houston? Jay Prince.
I've heard of, yes.
They're the ones that had a lot of the Ghetto Boys, Scarface.
They had Scarface, yes.
So he was signing them for a minute. Mob Ties, Rap-A-Lot, and then he dropped out with them. So
all right, let's move on to the.
He used to come here to Austin all the time.
Let's move on to the this Al Qaeda shooting, then we get to your guest and his story, this terror attack.
Okay. All right.
Now you was in the military, so there was there's two. The guy from New Orleans, he was in the military, and then the Tesla exploding. That guy was Special Forces Green Beret. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of crazy that both of these guys are in the military. It's like, what is the military? We got to worry about the military more than anybody right now. It seems like.
You know why that is, don't you? Because all right, it happens to us. You go overseas and then you fight, okay? You're out there killing. They train you to kill, all right? And survive. When you come back in, they're not given the proper help to reintegrate back into society, okay? Mm-hmm. You are a jungle rat / homebody, but you can't be a homebody, regular homebody, because you've seen shit, you've done shit, and you live shit, okay? Real talk. You cannot, okay, without a lot of help, okay? A lot of talking to, a lot of reintegrating, and that's what's happening, okay? Now, this shit over in Bourbon Street, over in New Orleans, that shit right there, that was just a straight out terrorist attack. From what it sounded like, he was flying ISIS, Al-Qaeda sign, a flag on the back of his truck, and he runs right into all those people right down Bourbon.
Then hops out
on New Year's. Come on, man! Look at this. What, 14, 15 kills?
15 killed.
15 kills, and you've got 35 or 40 that are in critical condition, and then you've got people missing legs, arms, that are going to be crippled for the rest of their life over there.
Massacre.
Yeah, and yes, it's an isolated case, okay? It's isolated because there's only one insurgent. That's what they want to tell you. Is it really just one? Who's on the background? Because every person that does a drive-by or goes into a mob and does a blow up or something like that, they've got a handler. Okay, they've got a watcher, a handler, they got everything, okay? And this handler makes sure he's got all his supplies, the car, the C4, the route, everything. And whenever they come over here, I hate to say it, but a lot of these foreigners are running terrorist cells, okay? They're running terrorist cells, and a lot of that money is funding.
Let me stop you because those guys are Americans. They're, trained American military. So you say the people coming over the seas, but these guys, one from Colorado.
I didn't pinpoint, though. I didn't pinpoint.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I said a lot of them are running terrorist cells, okay? That's the bad ones, all right? But you've got good people in here that are foreigners, okay? I've got, good friends, and these are good people. Church-going people,
Just because they go to church, that don't mean nothing.
But
nowadays,
still, yeah, you're right. You're right.
What was his name? David Koresh.
Oh God,
they play at Waco. Played. I was at a band called Corn Palms.
Talking about we ain't coming out. Waco.
Exactly.
Right before
the
thing went up. I was in Waco. I remember when the church. He was like a polygamous meth cook. That's what he was. Musician.
Yeah,
that's what he was.
I know where.
It blew up.
But was dude born in America? The dude with the ISIS. He was like American.
Yes, he was born here. He was raised here. He was just had Al Qaeda ties and everything. His family or his cousins or whatever it is over there, they were insurgents. Okay, and radicals. Just because the Muslims, they ain't bad until they go radical. Whenever they go radical, they sign on different.
Do you think they ever see like foul play within the military? Not saying, of course, not everything is, but they probably see some stuff that probably influences to be like, yo, let me counteract it. Not saying that it's right or wrong.
I'm gonna say something. I went Blackwater. Okay, I was private security over there after I finished my military. And I went 3 years over there for that. Getting paid good money. But
life's on the line.
They say your security. Yes, your life's on the line.
But you get paid.
But not only by the insurgents, but by the ones that were not military that are signed on with those companies. Because all you are, you're a mercenary. That's all you are. Okay? You're very expendable. And at any given moment, the haters, which are the ones that weren't military that have been out there, have been, you got to watch your back. Let's put it that way. Okay? Best thing to do is not do it, or if you do it, get in, get it, get your money, and get out. Because I'll tell you what, you're going to catch one in the back. You're going to end up catching one in the back. Good, and that's what I'm saying as far as the military. You were asking about the military in this. Yes, the military is a big part of it because they go over there. You're a killing machine. That's what you are.
Like I say, expendable.
You're expendable.
Like it's literally meant to be expendable. If you make it out, you make it out. But right now, they're probably not going to come back. Oh, you came back.
Well, when you're up in the air, that's when you're making your will, okay? Because you don't know if you're coming back. You're right. You are correct, and it's a eerie, sick feeling.
Like this could be my last day.
A lot of my buddies didn't make it back. A lot of people I went through boot camp with didn't make it back. Do we not care? At the time, you can't. Because if you let that consume you, you're dead. Because you're not paying attention to what's coming at you. And when you don't do that, it's going to be a wreck.
Pray for them people over there, man. That's just a sick thing. Like they came to start the year out 2-3 hours in, and somebody already got to go and do a massacre. It's just insanity.
Well, you got 14 or you got 15 families, okay, right now that don't have a loved one coming home, okay? Pray for them. You got others that have got maimed. Pray for them. Pray for every one of them that were involved in that, because I'm going to tell you what, the trauma is going to be devastating, okay? The PTSD on this, the blowback, it's fixing to, man, it's going to be ingrained in their minds. They're going to see that truck coming down Bourbon Street. And he wasn't going slow, man. He was doing probably 60, 70 miles an hour down through there.
Hell, even if you do 40, 50,
Yeah.
30, 40, it's enough.
But he made that corner. When he turned that turn and came down Bourbon, man, it's like a bowling alley with a bowling ball coming down, or with the pins sitting in a bowling alley and a ball coming down at it. Okay, that's exactly what that truck is. How many pins is he going to take out? You know, he took out 15. You know, and he didn't discriminate. He was trying to do as many as he could. Yes, and it could have been worse. What finally stopped it was that darn crane or heavy equipment. Okay. Bashed the shit out of that truck. And then they went in the shootout. Okay, this guy had it in him to go dead. All right, he was going suicide by cop.
He should have died at home.
Yes, he was. Okay, and I'll tell you something. He was also He had no regard for life. But see, the radicals, they promise you Valhalla. They promise you so many virgins or whatever it be. They promise them that, okay? And they sign on for that. Their handlers sign on. These people, they're picked at a young age, and they're brought up by that handler to trust that handler.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're trusting is the devil. Okay, you're at the crossroads, and you're going to either sign on or you're not. Okay, you sign on, it's a death. You know, you sign on for the death penalty because there's only one way out of it. They're going to die, either by explosion, gunshot, or the handler.
All right, let's move on to our special guest today.
Hey, this is Jazz Jeff again here. And today we got a special guest. He came from the movies. He was in, what was that movie? Lord of Flies.
Jeff, I want to say something, man. That was really moving, man. What you just said, I dug it. Like it was. I'm impressed. I'm giving you a tip of the hat for real. That was some good commentary.
Back to you, brother.
I mean that.
Thank you. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. Out there in the media world, we got a special treat for you today. This is Chris.
My name's Chris.
Yeah.
Fur.
Introduce
F-U-R-H. It's actually my stepdad's name. He raised me. I called him my father till he died. But my birth name is Christopher Rudolph. But my stage name is Chris Fur, and more importantly, my name is Dr. Hologram, aka Wade Graham. No, I'm about I'm about human consciousness and evolution, spiritual evolution, and harmonizing and grooving.
Let me ask you something, Chris. How did you get into the rapping?
Let's talk about his movie career.
Okay.
More importantly, how did I get away from acting? Because that's what was my passion. That was what was doing, and I was too young. I wasn't ready for it.
How old were you when you were
13.
acting?
I was
13. Man,
yeah.
That is a young age.
I was young, and I was naive and impressionable, and more importantly, already on the road to experimentation with
what was your first
hallucinogens.
What was the first movie?
Lord of the Flies.
And what was your part?
My part was Jack.
You were how old?
My part was Lord of the Flies, which is the translation.
So you played a lead part at 13 years old.
Yes.
How did that come to be? Like
it was actually really interesting. The guy I was talking about, my stepdad at the time, his name was Billy Fur, and he was really cool. My mom married him when I was like a year and a half. She divorced my father, they met at UT, and my dad was an audiology ear doctor, Bill Rudolph, and my mom was taught at Texas School for the Deaf, where she taught sign language. She taught deaf, and they met, and they had me, and then they quickly got divorced because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants, and he was just being himself. And I love my pops; he's cool. And he's a great audiologist. But anyway, so then she divorced and married this dude who was a real estate agent, but also was like in the music business. He was a piano player, and he was involved with Willie Nelson as his bodyguard. He had a security company. And he did like,
yeah, that's pretty deep.
Yeah,
that
he played with Stevie Ray Vaughan. He played with Fabulous Thunderbirds. He was a great piano player.
And this is.
He raised me from the most influential years, from 1.5 years old to about 10. Yeah, it's Billy Furr, and he was great. He was just a good old boy from a real estate agent from East Texas, man. And he taught me
East Texas.
Yes, Elysian Fields.
East Texas.
I grew up in Elysian Fields. I grew up in Marshall, Texas, Elysian Fields, bro.
I'm Longview, Texas.
Man, me too, Gray County. I got my first two. I got 2 10-year sentences out of Gray County.
4th floor.
In Upshur County. That's a really hardcore county jail.
Glass house.
So
It's
real quick, like going back to like the kid acting. Did you ever like have any? Because I gotta ask, like with all the exposing stuff going on.
Well, hold on. How did you get the movie?
okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to tell you all everything. I was getting to that, but I just go on side. I get sidetracked because I'm a cannabis lover, and that's what it does.
You good?
So I'm just telling you the story, man. As I can best remember it, man, because it's a good strain. And I'm just I'm as real as they come, man. I'm telling you.
So
that's because I was raised in the country and the city, which is great. I value those years. I speak of it because those were my most influential years. These years from 1.5 to 10 years old, and I was in the sticks, man. I was in Elysian Fields, Texas. The Elysian Field Yellow Jackets. It's like a 2A school or whatever, and they're like population 300. You know what I mean? And my best friends were black country kids. We grew up in the country barefoot and running through the woods. And
No, it's on.
no, we can hear you.
See that green is on. Yeah, it was just
I'm
up
sorry
too
if I'm
high.
talking too loud.
No, you're good, bro. Keep doing it. But
because mine's not on either.
so like the role. How the role come to be?
So the role came to so they divorced when I was about 10 years old. My dad was a great piano player. He was also a great alcoholic, and that's all he did was play piano and drink Johnny Walker Red. But he was like a functioning alcoholic, but he was just they had things that I didn't see. He didn't like abuse her, man, but like he was just, I don't know, he had his ways.
Was he tough? Was he tough on you?
He was tough on me, man, and he would like wear us out, man. But like I value the corporal punishment, man, because it taught me some lessons, man.
You say corporal punishment?
Goddamn right it was, man. That dude, he
like Joe Jackson.
One time he spanked the bottom of our feet. He said this is how Chinese did it. He whipped the bottom of our feet with the bat. I remember, forget that. It hurt like a motherfucker. And he had all sorts of ways, little torture tactics, but like weird. Like he'd laugh and smile, like Jack Nicholson, man, in The Shining.
He was on some Diddy time.
So he'd whoop you into submission.
But not like hit me in the face or nothing. But just like he would pick different weapons.
He was real stern. Okay.
Yeah, he was stern, man. And my mom like would get a little bit like the fly swatter shit going, like because she would rub off on her. But he would.
Isn't that crazy? A fly swatter. Then you got Lord of the Flies. Wow. It was foreshadowing that you were going to get that part. You just did not know. But how you got the part? Let's get to that though. The people want to know.
How did you get? How did you get your casting call?
Jet.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Jet?
Jet. Yeah.
Cool, man. You that was the master segue. Yeah. And I like you, man. Yo, this is great. This is a great broadcast, man. I really want to. Like say this is inspiring to me because I've been away from this for so long, and this is what makes me feel plugged into the universe. It gives me goosebumps because this is what I was born to do is shit like this, man.
Yeah.
This is my whatever medium it is. This is what I need to do. That's what I said, man, and it just makes me feel really.
How did you get that casting call?
Oh man, hold up, man. He got a moment, bro.
Hey.
Hold up, man. My man got a moment.
Hang on,
bro.
you got any tissues, man?
It's good, boss. You got any tissues or something?
Yeah, you got any tissues?
Yeah, we get some tissues. No, for real. That's some real stuff, though, bro.
Hey,
gotta let it out.
Talking about your pops there.
That 22-year-old son I've never met. Because when he was born, I was in jail waiting to go to prison. Texas, up north, I've never seen him. I haven't seen him ever. I continue to go to prison. Shit.
Fucking up.
It was because part of me, there was a lot of guilt and a lot of shame. Like a career, fucking be ashamed of my desires and just fucking what I was
Hell of a dope. Slave to our environment. Yeah.
I desire.
I'm 60 years old and I spent all of 2000 in prison.
Dude, I've spent 21 and a half years.
I've got 28
The
years.
installment plan is just fucking disgusting. And I might have to go back again.
But I'm going to tell you something. You don't have to go back again, brother. You do not have to go back. I guarantee you that. And he's having a moment right now because I'm going to tell you something. In this industry, feelings are real. Feelings are real, and they all count. All right? Everybody matters. You know, you're a human being. Yes, you. All right.
I believe we all cry.
This man has a son, he's 22 years old, that he has not seen. All right? He has not seen because of the way we live, our extracurricular
He
activities.
texted me for the first time 2 months ago, and the first thing he said to me was awesome. He took mushrooms last night and went to watch Oppenheimer.
Wow.
That was,
Mushrooms, huh?
yeah, I'm taking him like 2 weeks. But really bright. Numbers well, and he plays.
Oh,
He
hell.
lives in New England. You know, that's to like me.
Get up closer to
I mean, sending board after board, craft shop and letters, and
Thank you.
I don't think that open.
Wow. You know what, though? I'm going to tell
The main
you.
thing is that I wanted him to know that it wasn't anything. I didn't, and him would give it.
And I'm going to tell you something. If he texted you, I'm sure he knows, okay?
I was using a stolen credit card at Walmart. Been out for about a week and a half, and I just didn't fuck it. It was 2001, and I just hadn't experienced loss being in a dungeon, being care about it. And so I just didn't know about that shit, man. So I would do things really
Self-destructive.
yeah, and I'm not don't live like that anymore, but I still feel that collateral damage, repercussions.
You know, it's hard to get out of that lifestyle. You know why? Because we enjoy the excitement. That's what we do. We enjoy the excitement. It's like somebody who uses a needle rather than snort, okay? They enjoy that. And they might not have any stuff, but they're going to darn sure stick a needle in their arm because they like it. They become that, okay? You become whatever you live, all right? And do you want...
repercussions far outweigh the reward.
And they do
My
not
priorities
only
change.
touch us, they hurt the whole family. It's a ripple effect.
Of course.
That's exactly what it is. You know, it's a ripple effect. You know, just like all these rappers that are out there crashing, okay?
But what you got to do, you know what?
They're
After all
leaving
these-
their families
after all
when they
these-
do life in prison.
After all these years, though, the sun's never said to the earth, "Look out, Earth, you owe me
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
light, for the heat, for the love, for the life. You owe me." Never said that.
It
Just
never
keep coming
said
up. So, you know what we need to do? Keep writing songs.
Okay.
There's
but
a drum
anyway,
circle. There's a drum circle every Sunday at Zilker Park. There still is, Bard Springs, and there still is under that tree. And they need some more drummers, man, because there's not enough drummers. There's not enough true the true drummers.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm talking about salt of the earth drummers. I'm talking about just a good crash worship, just a good gathering.
A good
They're
crash,
used,
not a bad
and
Yeah, crash worship.
I've been
It's a
here
band.
since '82, and
I've been here since '74. I was born here, and
It
it's,
used to be like that.
and it can be again. It
Hundreds of
still is.
people congregating,
It still
passing
is.
the joint.
But they're just not allowed to congregate anymore,
Yeah.
or it's just not
No,
appropriate,
it's
or just
not
what
that it can't
or it's
allow.
frowned upon, or the cops are called, or whatever.
Times have changed, and technology is taken in. But they don't want to get off their IPs, you know.
But I got something for him, like kind of what I was gonna ask. So like, I know like I know you heard about the Diddy parties and all
So-
these Nickelodeon stuff. Do you think
I would like to make a comeback. I'm saying this right now. If there's any agent or a manager or talent group that would like to
Talk to me afterwards.
Man, look, I so badly need to be doing this, some form of entertainment, some form of creating, because that's just what I've.
And I'm on board.
You're here for a reason, man.
I'm telling you, that's
podcast in Austin.
And I'm loving it.
Media, the biggest
and I want to I want to go viral. I want to do whatever. I'm telling you, we're going viral.
Well, here's the thing. Here's a viral question. You don't got it, but do you think that? So you were a teenager doing like movies and stuff.
Correct.
Do you
Lord
think
of the
that
I live in the sheriff's house.
expedited or that like influenced also with the drug?
Of course, no, it definitely did.
Did any like
Most definitely
grown folks?
I shot dope with
anything?
River Phoenix. I mean, I did a movie with Corey River
come
Phoenix.
on, man.
I shot.
I know he did
Like
was
5
on
days
there.
before he died, I was shooting ice and heroin with him. They call it a highball.
So
Yeah.
you made a lot of money.
I made a lot of money and spent a lot of money.
Because what's his
About,
name?
I'm owed a bunch of money.
About how much did you make?
I have no clue.
Let's talk about River Phoenix. How did that come about?
Well, it came about because I did a photo shoot with his brother, who was back then it was Joaquin. I mean, back then it was Tree. No, it was River.
Joaquin, wasn't it?
No, it was Joaquin. No, he was called something else. He was called something else. He had another name.
Yeah, because
He was called something.
the Sheens. How they got
It's not
different
River.
names.
It was
Phoenix.
no, not River. He was called something else, man. I'm telling you. He had another little hippie name. Their whole family had hippie names.
Yeah, they do.
I'm telling you.
Crazy.
Leaf.
It was
Leaf.
Joaquin.
It was Leaf.
It was
Leaf.
Joaquin.
Leaf. Leaf. It was Leaf Phoenix. I remember. I did a photo shoot for 17 magazine. You can Google that with him and Maya Bialik, I think, from Blossom. And she was ugly as fuck, but she had great knockers.
Blossom,
So did, and
she
and
was
I
pretty.
did-
I liked
yeah, she was. I was 14. You know what I mean, and the Soleil Moonfire, man, I did. She was great. I mean, she was cool. I hung out with her. I had some good times with these people, man. Drew Barrymore. She was like, I met her when she had just gotten sober. She was going out with Balthazar Getty, who was the lead guy.
She walked it.
Her story's real
Drew
sad.
Barrymore walked
She- I mean,
into a
and-
restaurant.
River
let him
Phoenix.
talk. Let him talk.
River
So-
Phoenix. How'd you get that?
So I after I did Lord of the Flies, I got a manager out of San Antonio named Rod Paul, and he got me a role in a movie called A Family for Joe. It was a TV movie, a pilot, 2-hour pilot with Robert Mitchum, a classic actor. Cape Fear, the original Cape Fear, all the war movies. I mean, he's done like freaking 70-something movies. I mean, at least. I mean, there's no telling. But anyway, yeah, he was. I mean, he was a classic actor, and he was way old. He was old and a drunk, and he was a drunk on the set. And I'm telling you, they had to redo loop so many hours of tape of him. Like they had to do looping because he was slurring his words, man. I'm telling you. And but he called the shots, man, and he taught me a lot about the business. He would sit there and share those little chairs where I had my name on it, and I was young, dude. And,
So you didn't just do one show.
no, I did that back to back. And then I moved to California. Okay, so I was from Texas. I was just a little skateboarder from Texas, and so I moved out here. And or I'm not here. I'm not in California. I thought I was. Wow.
Well, this is mini Cali.
Yeah,
New
but
Cali.
but that's what I mean.
Cali, I would say.
It was Burbank, and
It was Little Mexico.
yeah, North Hollywood Hills. Yeah, I love it out there. Topanga Canyon. Oh man, hey man, that was some great times. I saw the Grateful Dead at the Forum, Inglewood. I mean, in like '94. I mean, I'm off on a tangent, but look, so so I was hanging. I was doing it. And I mean, just like thrown into this lifestyle, it was amazing. It was fucking amazing. And I just like it happened so quick, and I just like I just fell headfirst into it. And I was out in California really much with no parental supervision. Man, my mom was Billy and my mom had separated, and he was in the late stages of alcoholism, and he was just like going down off the deep end. I mean, and I didn't see him, and my dad was who knows where, and my mom, she was like. Just so she felt overwhelmed and she couldn't handle me. I mean, and I just got emancipated and got my money and moved out here or moved out to California and just blew through it. Yeah, and got control of the money that should have been there when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? So I got a large percentage of it. I mean, and gave the small percentage of it to the attorney who got the done or whatever. I mean, and what it does basically just enable you to self-destruct yourself. If you're a child with a taste for nightlife or debauchery or like fucking, I was already well on the way. I loved altering my reality.
Was it real
At
tough?
a young
Yeah.
age. I'm talking about like I was doing Ritalin. I was snorting like pixie sticks and all whatever, man.
Anything to snort.
Yeah, I mean, I was just I liked.
It's just the thrill of
Yes,
doing
I
it.
smoked weed when I was 6 years old with my cousin in a pasture. I was banging my head on a pillow. I remember this vividly for like an hour and a half. Going, this is so weird. This is so weird. This is so weird. This is so weird. I remember this, man. I remember this. And the horses were around me. It was in a pasture. And Alicia Fields said, "Yeah, I was 6 years old."
And then you get into
And then-
like, the
child
industry
actor
and then I got
with
the
people
industry,
that can
and I was-
enable you.
Yes, exactly. And it was just like not only, and it was not only.
Did you ever do any
It was not
Nickelodeon
only
stuff?
tolerated; it was encouraged.
You do like Nickelodeon stuff.
I didn't do Nickelodeon, but I did a Disney
guess-
movie. I did a Disney movie with Corey Feldman, who got me
That's what I was
strung
gonna
out on
say.
heroin at the tender age. Corey Feldman stuck a needle in my arm.
Talk
yes,
about that.
I will talk about it. I will talk. Yeah, finally, I can talk about it.
Stories of Corey
Corey
Feldman. 'Cause
Feldman.
he's over there doing this now. He's on something
Hey,
still.
listen, first, I went to his
That's
house.
my
Like,
idol, man.
This dude
That's
was
my
crazy.
idol.
He's your idol. That dude was, look, man.
Corey Feldman
Walked to his
was
house.
a-
He was, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was giving it to him.
You think so?
I
Michael
know
Jackson.
Michael fucking, Listen,
Yeah, got it. So yeah. So,
say, bro, I'm gonna get sued or what?
no, yeah, sit down, so we can hear you.
Not if you sign it.
So break down Corey Feldman so we can get that story.
This is not real. Allegedly.
Yeah, I want to hear about Corey Feldman.
Yeah. So what happened with Corey Feldman?
So Corey Feldman, let's just say he had a taste for debauchery as well, but he was a little bit older than me and well on his way to self-destruction. And I don't know. He was more experienced or whatever, man. And so he had been in the business a long time, like Drew Barrymore had. And when you're that young, when you get in the business that young as he did and she did, and your family's in the band, like it's like I said, it's a different now. If you act, if you are part of that, if you are part of the entertainment industry, you're pretty fucking jaded, like from the start, because usually if you're old or if you're really part of it, I mean, like passed on, you know what I'm saying, the Barrymores, like and the Fondas, and you know what I mean, there's just families and there's like certain, like, I don't know, Hollywood's that's a mystique. Hollywood's a clique. Hollywood's a lifestyle. Hollywood, I mean, it is, man. LA's a whole. Have you been to LA?
Did you go to
Yeah, I live in Glendale.
Do you believe in the Illuminati rituals?
I believe in the Illuminati. Like, but
any running
I
to
can't
them?
speak. Like, are you talking about the? Like, this is what I have to say about that.
Nice.
The Bavarian Illuminati. If like historically, the Mason. If you're talking about, shouldn't even talk about it. That type of thing. Like we wouldn't even be talking
That's
about.
all
it.
you.
That's all. I'm serious. I'm saying.
Right.
That's why I choose. I really choose not to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
serious because you know what I'm saying. That's just not something to be spoken about. If we're speaking about it, then it's already been spoken.
Real talk. Real
I mean,
talk.
that is real talk. And
Real
I should,
talk,
it
man.
should be real untalk.
That's dope. That is
I
dope.
mean, I'm just saying.
I don't know if that's dope being Illuminati.
I don't. See, I don't even know about.
You know what?
I don't know about any rituals. The only rituals I know are cannabis rituals and psilocybin rituals.
Cannabis.
Yes.
I
am an advocate, and I will take this moment because I just don't want to talk about the Illuminati because I can talk about the history, but I can't talk about what's going on right now.
We'll
because
move on
I'm
from
not-
that.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Because
I want to ask you something.
I'll sell my soul for a jelly roll type shit.
Didn't you
I
tell me?
believe,
But hey,
listen, I got a puzzle. I'm gonna put together 1,000 pieces. Change my mind. I think I'd rather go online.
Okay.
Download images from the pen.
right.
It's a second, he keeps doing it because I'm burning everlasting.
Okay, I've got a few more questions I want to ask you. Chris.
I see bits are in the ducks and turn the lights out.
Cut.
Please strap on the knife and bring goggles onto my head.
Hey.
'Cause now it's time to play.
You gotta
hide and
listen,
seek with the
Chris.
feds. Go.
Chris, bring it back. Bring it back. Chris. I got. Hey, Chris. You're going off.
No, Jet's going off.
Oh God.
I've got some secrets I'm taking to my
Jet-
grave.
hang on.
When I pass
Jet
by the
pushing
car,
him
I just
over
want
there.
to wave. Yeah, I'm not paranoid. I just got all the facts.
And when I'm making moves, I always cover my tracks.
I got a fact.
Some want the fortune and others want the fame. I just got the money. You can go out there and slang no names. Say like to say at the
You
tip
know
of my
what?
scales
Hey,
and never
Chris.
fail. Secret indictments. You sit in the jail with no bail. You can't shut me down. Oh man.
Chris, bring it back.
Bring it back.
You gotta listen.
I'm listening.
No, you ain't listening.
You listening.
You fucking trying to.
Land of the free, home of the brave. I'm cooking up my future in the microwave. Yeah.
Chris! God damn it! Bring it back!
Whistler.
Hey,
Whistling.
this is Jazzy Jeff
Oh,
stuff.
yes,
not
he is.
you,
Oh,
goddamn.
Danny Jeff.
This is
Hey,
Pop
what
Off to me.
about the Fresh Prince?
All right. Hey, part of it.
I'm getting more happy, enthusiastic. Which
Still
one
got
are you
some
gonna
more
choose?
questions
How
on
many
it.
syllables? Get the out of
Are
here.
you gonna
kid.
listen?
Hey, get the out of here. Hey, why you
Hey, somebody open that door.
I dare you.
Somebody open that door.
Don't you
Push
can't
his
order him
ass
around?
down there.
Grown man. You can't order him around.
Hey, Jeff.
He's a good dancer too.
Hey man, it's your boy Big Gang. You tapping into Pop Austin Media. You like that content? Man, hit that like, subscribe button and get in tune for sure.